Fancy dress, new trainers, even a competition. Here's this week's episode of Sustainable Squad. Alright squaddies, this is your weekly roundup of tips, life hacks, brands, all geared to help us waste less, buy better and shop more ethically. So there's 6 features. We've got the dinner challenge. This week is a BLT, nice and easy. The Bossing It company are From Earth to Earth, all about oral hygiene. Tip of the week is how to make fancy dress without buying any single use. Love Local is for sensitive tummies with Happy Gutco. We've got your questions answered. So have you ever upcycled anything? And finally, oh, fancy that, Adidas news. BLTs, an absolute classic sandwich. I'm a massive fan of a BLT. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. But how do you make it more sustainable? Let's start with the really easy stuff, bread. You can buy it loose from a bakery, or if you're gonna buy, your standard shop bought bread, keep the bag. You can do one of 2 things with it. You can reuse it and take it down your supermarket to collect things like potatoes and mushrooms, and you've got yourself a reusable bag. Or if you've got enough of those already, if you go to your local big supermarket, they have that area where you can chuck all your carrier bags. Bread bags can be recycled with your carrier bags. Tomatoes, buy them loose, easy. Local markets, you might even be able to find them in your supermarket. Or worst case, they do have the, Tesco at least, have the organic tomato range that come in like a cardboardy compostable tray with plastic over the top. Worst case. Now let's talk bacon. Bacon is quite a controversial swap for people who love the meat. It smells good, smoked of course every time. So how the hell are you supposed to replace that? We are a massive fan of this. This isn't bacon. Now the texture is not the same, but it's actually really nice. It's like proper meaty, and they've smoked it as well. So in a sandwich, when you're coming, like when you want the flavour and a mix of textures, it is good. It is good. I would urge you to at least try it. This isn't BLT. Your plastic toothbrush. It might feel like a very small item, very insignificant, but ultimately, we as a planet buy 3.6 billion plastic toothbrushes every single year. That is an enormous amount of plastic. And so it is really worth considering what alternatives are out there. I have finally persuaded Charlie to switch to a bamboo toothbrush because I've found one that's firm. He really likes a firm toothbrush. He wants to feel clean. So I got one from our local refill shop, Harriet's of Hove. He's happy, converted, no more plastic toothbrushes in the Sustainable Squad household. The company we bought them from are called From Earth to Earth. They're actually local as well. And they've got a really good website. They've even got some tips on how to clean your teeth properly. And you can also save 15% if you get a subscription. They're really good. There's lots of different colours and there's different textures, so maybe you like a medium or a soft. From Earth to Earth, bossing it. We're in lockdown 3. Zoom calls are very much part of it. A lot of people get a bit of the Zoom call fatigue, but there is definitely still some fancy dress action going on. And when it was my brother's birthday Zoom call on Saturday, the theme was eggs and beans. It's a long story and a historical line of ridiculous stories related to it. So, obviously, I was going to turn myself and Charlie, my other half, into a can of Heinz baked beans. Are you ready for this? Da, 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 da. I made this out of stuff I had in the house. I didn't buy one thing. I literally used cardboard boxes. I used a white cardboard box, which was quite handy. It was white on the inside. I bought myself a bamboo spice rack organiser. That is a black envelope, black bubble wrap envelope. I've got face paint from Snazzaroo. We've kept them for ages, so I didn't have orange, so I mixed together yellow and red. That was really, really painstaking. I would say, actually, buy the face paint. That was a bit much. And also the material is like recycled textiles. I had a lot of fun making this because it was a break from our screens. Ironic, yes, you're probably watching this on a screen, 100% definitely. So I would massively recommend having a little break, doing something creative or reading or walking, just to step away. The point of this is, if you really think about it, and if you're a bit like me and you keep stuff, not too much, but just stuff like envelopes and things like that, then it's amazing what you can find around your house. So there you go, tip of the week. If you've got any Zoom calls coming up, can you beat a tin of Heinz baked beans? If you suffer with tummy troubles, maybe you have a bit of bloating, a bit of gas, maybe even some stomach pain, this week's Love Local could be someone that is going to help you. So Suzanne, who's the mastermind behind Happy Gutco, has got a sensitive tummy herself, and she went on a mission to look at ways of relieving that, and the FODMAP diet is a good guide that she uses for all her recipes and cooking. And FODMAP is basically a group of carbs that can irritate your stomach if you don't get the right balance in your diet. So what she does is Suzanne cooks and shares recipes that are tummy sensitive, and you can find them all on her website, Happy Gutco. She has a monthly newsletter that's really nice. She's got a lovely writing style, very personable. And if you're local to Brighton and Hove, you can even be part of her special supper club where she will deliver a healthy alternative to a takeaway called Fakeaway Friday. She's great. Her food is delicious. She's not, I don't think she is vegan, but she cooks very vegan based food, and I would very much recommend checking out her website, Happy Gutco. Upcycling, massive fan of upcycling. What have I upcycled? Well, other than some sweet fancy dress costumes, I'm a big fan of a jar, because it comes at no extra cost than what was in the jar in the first place. I use jars for all sorts of containers when it comes to refilling our dry goods down our local shop. We've got our toothbrushes, bamboo toothbrushes, in a jar instead of a bathroom receptacle. I have also used my plant cuttings. I'll fill that with water and put my little plant cuttings in there. There's just anything basically you'd put in a container, you can put in a glass jar. There is a competition that you need to know about. So Good in every way is a really, really nice Instagram account, and they're running a photo challenge. If you are proud of something you have upcycled, then you just put it on your grid, tag the SGIW resolutions hashtag, and then you could win yourself loads of eco prizes. There you go, upcycling. And finally, oh, fancy that, Adidas news. I'm a big fan of the design of Adidas, and I was very pleased to read in the Vegan Food and Living magazine, which is a great magazine, you should definitely check them out online. The Adidas, as part of their 2021 sustainability program initiative, are releasing a pair of trainers that are going to be made from mushroom leather. Leather made from mushrooms, which is pretty cool. I didn't realise that last year they released their two classics, Superstars and Stan Smiths, in a vegan range. So Adidas, I like that. There is a company who have been doing this for a while though, and they're called Pozu. I've shared them a few times on here. Their whole range, their whole business is vegan shoes, and they're really, really nice trainers too. And they've even got apple skin vegan leather. They've been doing this for a while, so if you want to buy this stuff now from a smaller company, then go to Pozu. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching to the end. As always, you can find me on all social media channels at Sustainable Squad. If you have any tips or brands you want to share with me that you'd like to see featured on here, let me know. Thank you very much. See you later. Mwah.